The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
What up? What up? What up? It's your boy UAG back with another one. And I want to say thank you for making it halfway through the week. It is time. It is time. It is Wednesday. Shows brought to you by our people over there at Manscaped. They have the new shaver Dome Pro. Go check it out. Use code WRP and get that dome nice and clean. With that being said, let me say hi to the people here already in the chat. Adam, one of the original OG members of the home arcade community. I see my man Garage Gamer in there. What's up? But let me bring on our humble panel co-host, if you will. My man MGK. He decided to grace us and came back. He's wearing the fitted. What's good, my man?
What's going on, world? What's going on, everybody?
I'm feeling the shirt. I'm feeling the shirt. That this year's Southern Fried Gaming edition shirt what's popping, man?
Fire, man. You know, I wear this shirt. I'm glad I bought two because I wear this shit a lot. And like, you know, I don't know why, because it go with so many like crazy.
So did you buy the same color or you bought other colors?
No, I bought two of the same because I thought I was gonna put one up. But
yeah.
Like I end up really liking them.
But so now you look like the guy who don't wash up now. Everybody's like, yo, this guy always wearing this shirt, bro.
Dude, but check this out. On real ish, man. Like I get stopped and asked about this shirt every time I wear it. Like people always ask me about it, bro. Always. And then like and it's like at least a third of them be like, I was there. It's like, yeah.
So that's good, man. And because my man decided to go MIA on me, I had to get backup. So we have backup here today, and just in case. And for you horny guys out there, have some respect. This is a young lady, okay? So we have the Queen Rosin. What's up?
Hi, Queen? Everyone. How you doing? How are you? Good to see you.
Hello, ma'am.
So,
I have Grandpa Smurf over here talking about.
yo, leave him alone. That's salt and pepper. That just goes.
Hey,
That shows
man.
character. That's
Y'all
character.
you gotta understand, man. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up in the South, man. Everybody's a ma'am. Everybody.
It'll be a 13-year-old girl, be like, "Hello, man.
Hey, ma'am, how you doing?" Hey, some of the sirs are ma'ams. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful.
Well, I mean, you are from Atlanta, so yeah, that is true. That is true. So you know how we got it started. Last time I didn't have anything, but this time I brought out my true white girl self. You can't see it on camera, but I got my truly cherry pop.
What?
So it's a hard salsa, and it tastes like a cherry pop.
Do you like seltzers? Do you both like seltzers?
I do.
I really don't, but I'm watching the calorie intake, and therefore this is the drink of choice.
Ooh, Cayman Jack.
Paloma. Again,
Oh,
but
what
once
do you
again,
have?
I bought a 12 of these of the mixed, so I'm gonna drink this every show for like the rest of the year.
until you get it, until you're done with it. Until you're done with it. I got you. Now, but I already know that you're not gonna do that because you like seeing shit in stores and you buy it and you want to taste it. So I know that ain't happening. But you could fake these other people.
Yeah.
Roger, you have something on tap? What the hell is that?
But what's in it though?
It's probably like that. When I see that, all I think about is I get out and I see the lady with the spoon over there, and she's about to go into a sunken place.
You're seeking.
I got a bottle of wine just for tonight.
A bottle.
What kind of wine
is it? Ever Home Sweet Red.
Okay.
Sweet red. So basically, you're drinking Kool-Aid. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna get into our what the F moments. And I don't know if you know, but a lot of shit went down. Like the music industry is crumbling, and people that you used to like, you can right in my house. I still listen to R. Kelly. I can't listen to it out in public, but in my house, I listen to R. Kelly.
Oh, I listen to R. Kelly.
Right?
I listen to Kels.
Now, in New York City, I heard you can't even be in the club no more listening to P. Diddy. P. Diddy's done.
Oh, that's a wrap though.
He done. He done. And then everybody in the industry, right? Yo, Pink pulled down all her tweets and shit. She's no longer associated with nobody. She said, "I'm done with Twitter. Don't come talk to me." You got Usher pulling down 100,000 tweets. Everybody's running for the hills. So you know he's gonna be singing like a canary. That's coming soon. But we have some what the F moments. Let's pull that up. Some of it will reference that, but I want y'all to see this one because I thought this shit was hilarious. So let's go here. I know times are hard. Times are really hard. So I want you to see what this guy is doing to make his income meet his income needs.
Oh, right here, bro. Here it is, bro. You said 150 this time, right?
Yep.
Oh, you good? You good? This man tripping, man. This man paying me for my shoe. What the fuck? Yeah, bro. I gotta go to work in a minute. You done? You said 150, huh? Mm-hmm. Just Apple Pay to me. You got my number. All right. Man, it's the easiest one I ever made.
Yeah, what's in his shoe though?
Oh, right here, bro.
What?
It's just the smell. There's some people that's into that kinky shit, and so he just wanted to smell a man's shoe. He's about to remember that shit. Beat off when he go home.
It's like he was beating off in the truck though. That's why I was like, yo, like, did he just like beat off in his shoe? What the hell?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yo.
So that happened, right?
That's wild.
I got another one for you. This is a TikTok, and it says, you just gotta pay attention. There's so much stuff that's happening in this video, you may not catch everything. But I was like, yo, what the fuck did I just see?
I heard my baby crying for help. Stop it! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Put the goat down.
It's a fucking donkey.
Oh my gosh.
It's a donkey trying to kill a goat. But did you see that there was two goats just fucking? They just randomly fucking.
Yeah, she was like,
And one looked like it was drowning.
I was drowning. It's so much happening in this video, and so I said, "What the fuck did I just see? I didn't even know what was happening anymore."
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah,
That's wild.
That happened. I don't know what I don't know what I would have done if I was there. If I was there, I don't know. Okay, and I don't know if you're aware, but the internet is undefeated. It's undefeated.
Okay.
And I'm gonna explain to you why. Now I'm gonna play the little audio, but I'm gonna clip it because we're gonna get hit. But this is someone had a lot of time on their hand, and so yeah. Hello. Oh. They got Will in there. They got Jay, Usher. Yeah, they're having a hell of a time with this topic. So yeah.
Hey man, let me tell you something. If you ain't been on, I've been watching Jaguar Wright, man. I love.
She been talking about this shit for years, though.
She been saying this shit for years.
Years.
And everybody was like, and it's crazy because she was like,
she's crazy. She's crazy, right?
Like, she's crazy. She's high. And then you saw, what's his name, man? What's his name used to be the kid? Used to be on all the Nickelodeon and Disney stuff. What's the guy? What's his name, man? I can't even think about it. Rolando, whatever his name.
Orlando something. I know the crazy dude. Orlando Brown,
man. Like, and you know, like he was the kid with it, and he was talking about how he was getting turned down on all that stuff.
Yeah, but he said it like plain as day. He said he don't want your girl, he wants your booty hole.
But the crazy thing is that Jaguar was like, that's the only reason why out of all these people he's still alive, because everybody thought he was crazy. Like, so it wasn't no need to take him out. But now that all this stuff is happening, it's like, was he crazy, or was he playing crazy so that he could just stay alive long enough to tell this shit?
I just think that he had so much drugs that he is crazy, but in the sense of that craziness, there's still truth.
But it's truth and crazy, bro.
So it's like when you ever see those episodes of like Law and Order when they fucking get the drunk fucking bum who's fucking high as fuck, but he's still making sense. It's just that nobody believes his ass because he's fucking the crackhead that says the crazy shit. That's exactly what Orlando Brown is, basically. And
the whole time he was telling the truth.
He's like, damn, you should have listened to that man. Okay, and so I told you the internet don't play. They don't play.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that hawk too and smell that.
What's one move in bed that makes?
They will catch you. They will catch you. And so
it's a bunch of them, boy. It's a bunch of them out there. I was like, oh man, it was the one with him, and Mace.
Yeah,
my God.
I mean, no one to blame but him at this point. Okay, so there's no more what the F moments, but there are two things that I want to discuss that is not. Let me. This one is for us 80s babies who are nerds, or in your case 60s, and so we're gonna get hyped for this. We're gonna get hyped for this, and so.
It's drill on me day, huh? I see what's
RoboCop. They're in talks to bring out a RoboCop TV series on Prime Video.
Don't want
it. You don't want it, sir. Sir, I thought we was good friends.
We
How you gonna disrespect? How you gonna shit on my shit, man? I want this. I need this. I gotta have it.
they're not gonna do it right.
Listen, I would tell you that you're right, but I think you're wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I think you're wrong. Because it's coming from Amazon Prime, and they've been pretty good with their stuff. I don't know if you've seen the animated Batman show that they've done recently, but it's fucking good. It's fucking good.
See, you got to remember though, in a lot of that stuff, they don't make it; they buy it.
They buy it, but they have put their name behind it, and so they have to approve it. They had a show that was coming out from the people that did the Spider-Man, Madam Web. They canceled that shit. They canceled. They said no, we're not coming out with that bullshit because you're gonna put our name on it, and you're not gonna fuck us.
That Madam Web shit was trash though, bro.
So they are aware of stuff like that. But Billy, right? You gonna have to press that rewind button. You have to press that rewind button. You know, first of all, you're the only old person that I know that's late to stuff. Old people are old usually about an hour early. Billy, come on, man. Come on.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
What makes you want this series so bad?
I love RoboCop. I love RoboCop. Why? Because I have so much nostalgia built to it. And you got to remember when you was a fucking kid and fucking RoboCop did that walk past everybody, you couldn't see him. All you saw was the middle, and niggas was like, yo. And then
the machine.
You read that.
Dead or alive. You're coming with me.
Said RoboCop would shoot Diddy in the dick.
You know he would. And then there's so many one. I'll buy that for $1. There's so many fucking
Dude,
one-liners.
you know what's crazy? Oh, so my dad is here. My dad's back in town. He's actually asleep in the guest room.
You got someone older than you around you? That's a first. That's a first. So I remember going to see this seeing RoboCop 1 opening week, bro. I remember it, and he took me to see it. So it is nostalgic to me. I just don't want him to mess it up. I don't want him to kill them. But that's the beautiful thing about when remakes and stuff are done. If they do it right, then we have something to add on. If we don't, we'll always go back to the original.
Why you scratching your head? What you thinking about? Hold on.
I didn't go to the theater to see it. Damn.
Nobody. We didn't go to the theater. We were too young. He was there. He was in his 20s when he went. He was like this. I gotta go see that, man.
I said my dad took me to see my dad.
You and him went on a double date?
I was a kid, man.
Oh, I thought you and him went on a double date. You had your chick and he had your mom, and so I thought that's what happened. But okay, so you was a kid at that time.
Listen. The reason why we connect to this is as children was because it was amazing. But the CGI now is
it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna bring it to a whole other level.
You think? I see. That's my problem. A lot of us. This is where we mess up at. All right, is that it's the nostalgia of them pushing the envelope of what they did back then. That was earth shattering, right? So now when they do it now, it's not going to be earth shattering because you can do anything. So you're going to be expecting it, and if they fall short, you're going to be like, "What the fuck?" You're gonna be let down.
Why are you trying to rain on my fucking parade, bro?
How many seasons can you actually get out of RoboCop?
You can get enough of them. You can get enough because you can also go to this is like a pilot program. We're just doing this. That could be season 1. Season 2 is that they bring that big ass robot that they fucked up before. Or season 3 they could build on the nostalgia, saying, "Oh, we're gonna test this out in another market, maybe New York, and maybe it'd be a female cop. Who fucking knows?"
Say RoboCop versus Terminator, then they bring out some
shit, man. So it's so much potential out here. It's gonna be bananas.
I'm with it. I don't dislike the idea. I'm like
you just like to shit on my parade. That's it. That's okay. That's okay. It's all right. Speaking of which, this wasn't a topic, but I have to talk about it. Let me take this off the screen because I would do the community a disservice if I didn't speak about this. but I saw the first episode of The Penguin on HBO Max. It's the first episode. So y'all gonna say that I'm an extremist, but I am not. This is the best show related to comic books in the history of shows. And there's not a lot to go by. You could talk about WandaVision, you could talk about Loki, and
I was
other
about
stuff.
to say that damn Agatha is bumping, bro.
Listen, if you like The Penguin, now this is based on the Robin Pattinson Batman, the one that we had quite recently.
Oh,
so
okay.
And Colin Farrell, you can't even fucking tell that it's Colin Farrell playing the fucking Penguin. And basically, it's Sopranos / The Godfather, but with Batman characters, and it's fucking badass. It's badass.
Wait.
It's badass.
So it's better than the Gotham, and it's better than Danny DeVito.
It's fuck Danny DeVito.
What?
I'm telling you, this Penguin is badass, bro.
Fuck Jack Nicholson.
And then you know what? You know you got a good show when you're rooting for the villain. The villain is written so well. It's written so well. It's chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
I got a problem with all this stuff, and I like these movies, man. But I got a problem with them, bro.
What?
And I don't know. It might turn the show dark, man. I got a weird mind, man. And y'all be like, Mike, man, why you say this shit, man?
So you already shitted on RoboCop. What else you want to do today?
Okay, so this is my problem, is that as kids of the time that I grew up in, I grew up in the 80s.
Black and white televisions. Yes, go ahead.
I never had I had a color TV as a kid. I never had a black and white. We did have a black and white.
I know you eventually had one, but when TVs first came out, they were black and white, and you had it. Okay, go ahead.
It's fine. But so my problem is that we grew up with these superheroes, right? Mm-hmm. And the biggest part about these superheroes is that we could reach out to them, and they were the epitome of everything. They were the good part of society. A lot of times you didn't even have the anti-heroes yet. They didn't really bring out the anti-heroes were stuck to comic books, right? So you didn't have all that stuff. My thing is now in society with all of the stuff that's happening, I kind of feel like with TVs and movies, that the stuff that we're putting out there, that we're actually normalizing a lot of the villainistic stuff that's happening, and we're making it to people where people are actually looking at a lot of these villains and being like, yo, they got deeper
looking
stories.
Up to them?
Yeah, they got deeper stories, and they had a rough life, and this is why they became them. And we got. But isn't
that human nature? Like, that's human life. Like when people do commit crimes, they don't necessarily go out there and say, I want to do X, Y, Z. Sometimes it's just a means to an end.
But a crime is a crime.
But they're not saying that. I don't think they're glorifying it. They're just giving you a different perspective on how it happened.
You got to be careful about how you normalize certain things. You remember back in the day. So when I grew up, when you heard a gunshot and stuff, people freaked out. It was like, oh my God, this is that was major. And now it's shit. Like you be like, you hear some pow pow pow, pow pow pow. You like, shit. Hey, did anybody get hit? Cool, let's go. Let's keep moving, right? It's bad. To the point where, like, I've seen stuff, man. Like, I myself have been at Atlantic Station, man, in Atlanta, something like that. We riding through, and you see people getting smashed out, beat up, cops and shit, just like going crazy, and people just keep walking down the street, like don't nobody see nothing. Like, this shit ain't really happening in front of them. And I'm just saying, like, as a society,
we become desensitized to those things.
But if and that's what I'm saying. And a lot of this has the fact to do with I deal with a lot of kids. I deal with hundreds of kids. I have my nonprofit, and I'm always careful about
MGK. But I can interject.
Yeah,
you deal with the youth, so you know this, and this is what I'm going to tell you, and this is what the makers of the film is going to tell. If the parent is parenting, then we shouldn't have this issue. Do not let entertainment and these stars raise your child, you should raise your child. I went to the movies. I didn't take my kids to go see.
You're missing what I'm saying. These kids are having kids, so a lot of these parents are still young. They're kids. They take what they see in the movies and put that into their lives, and then that's what they put out there. That's the energy they put out there. So the kids a lot of times don't have to see it. It's like transverse to them, that type of energy, and it becomes normalized. I'm not saying that that's the whole thing. I'm just saying that I've seen that from.
I can understand your perspective,
from being who's new. I can tell you that both of you are correct. Okay, and this is why. MGK is correct saying that kids are impressionable, and most of these parents have not been parented, henceforth why they're having children so soon anyway.
Or not taking care of their kids.
Exactly. You, on the other hand, are saying how you grew up because you knew the difference and you were taught right from wrong. And
I mean, that was in 1966. You know what I'm saying?
To explain it to you. And, you were able to see both sides and say, okay, that you separated it. Nowadays, people don't separate things. They think video games is real life, They think all the stuff that's happening is okay. And even that last video you showed where the cop was getting shot and they walked away from, I personally couldn't do that. I personally would have been there.
Most people, but I think in that sense, most people shouldn't. But it's kind of like, and Console Fanboy has said this before in previous streams. If you're around a group of people that think that's normal, then you're going to react that way. But if you have one person that says, yo, this shit is crazy, then the next person might say, oh, this shit is crazy. And then you have a whole group. So we're very impressionable in terms of just being a society around like-minded people. So MGK, I'm not dismissing what you're saying.
Hold on,
but I do agree with you.
Brecky, I love you, brother.
There needs to be a leader,
thanks,
basically.
Sir. Yeah, what up, bro? So no, man,
the community has to raise their children again. We can't just depend on Hollywood to do it. But also, like you said, you have parents that are kids raising kids. But that also goes back to the community. The community should say something. I know if I saw a kid doing something, I don't care if it's my kid, I'm be like this, yo.
Yep.
Put down that vape pen. Why? You're 12 years old. Why are you fucking smoking a fucking vape pen?
Dude, do you know how many kids that have come into my program and they didn't know the rules, and we've taken stuff like that off of them? I'm talking about 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, and had to go to partner with their schools and stuff and do mentoring in the schools and all that type of stuff, man. Because we have normalized this stuff so much that it only trickles down. No, people forget. That's why. Even to and I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sit here and say I wasn't part of it, dude. I done been through every aspect of everything that was bad, probably in life. I've done it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I ain't never did it, but I did it knowing the difference, right? I chose to do a lot of it. What I'm telling you is that a lot of these kids these days
don't know
they don't know the difference. They just don't. And what I'm telling you can even look it up on YouTube where the cop it was out at the club. Somebody pulled out a gun and shot a cop, like he was doing security at the club, at the front door of the club, and people are like, ha ha ha, that motherfucker got shot. The pig, they're videotaping, and dudes he just got shot in the club, bro. The cop.
It's sad, but again, we become desensitized, and I think that's also part of the government. A little government could step in and do that. So, yeah. So with that being said,
I told you. I said, if you want to stop me, because I said it's gonna take you down the hole. I said it.
I see, and again, we can't do anything about that. But I'm gonna get us back on track.
I'm sorry.
With the right video let's get into gaming stuff. And I'm gonna give you the best Terry player I've seen in the world. I'm not even looking at her video. She's nasty. She's the best Terry player in the whole world. Goddamn, she's so good at what she does. I don't even know what she's doing. I don't really give a fuck. It looks like she's great at what she does.
Dude, she's playing with a hitbox.
A hitbox. But for all I know, she could have been playing with 2 sticks. I don't even care what game she was playing.
Come on.
She looks like she's the greatest player in it, and that's it.
If you're gonna game, can you game right?
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about. And she doing the thing. She pulled the super. She pulled the super.
She pulled the super.
She is a game character. This literally is a game character, so it kind of works. She real life game character.
He's Councilman, fake tits but amazing. Listen.
I don't know.
Jerry would say they're real and they're spectacular. I don't know if they're real, but they sure look good to me.
Hey man, if they on her body, they real enough.
That's all excuse me. We do hey, listen. There. So with that being said, let's get into the gaming topics at hand.
Let's go.
So if you've been under a rock lately,
what's up?
There's been some things that's transpired in the community. One of them is that your favorite uncle, someone that's actually older than you, is coming out with a product. Mr. Goldust himself, Glen Retro is coming out with a Build-A-K full-size cabinet. Full-size cabinet.
I didn't even see that. That show you I've been working way too hard. I didn't even see that.
Listen, that is not for that. That is so I won't have the trolls come in here and say comments that they shouldn't. So if you want to comment, you gotta be there for 5 minutes and then you can comment, bro. That's what I'm saying. And you don't come over here because your team is 0-3. Your team is 0-3. Okay? 0-3. So yeah. Now, what I was going back to, Glen is coming out with a full-size multi-cade, Build-A-Cade, if you will. And I'll say this. It may not be my product, something for me, because I got Ugly Betty, and Ugly Betty is my full-size cabinet.
Ugly Betty is right here. I got Ugly Betty also.
Shit, she only comes out at the dark, but she works.
Hey, she works. Get the job. She get the job done, baby.
She got a full set of lips and a fat ass and all the games that you want. Okay, so but there are some people that think that Ugly Betty is too ugly, and Glen is giving you an option where it might be a little bit more appealing to you, right? You can pick like certain figures, like you can make it look like a Nintendo cabinet. Like you might be interested in that because you're getting a row of Nintendo cabinets. Yeah. Right?
But I like real Nintendo cabinets.
Well, I mean, listen. You pay for what you get.
I got real Nintendo cabinets, bro. They all are 82, 83, 84.
Now, a thing is not licensed, right? Mm-hmm. So, but a lot of us dabble in the dark web and do some things that we shouldn't be doing.
Okay.
And if you need ROMs, just email MGK and he got you. But but that is an option.
If you need a whole bill.
So we have that. Now, the interesting part is that whatchamacallit? I forgot what it was called, bro.
What?
He's thinking about coming out with he's talking to SNK to get Akari Warriors.
Oh, okay.
He said he can't promise you that, but he already has the barrel, the controls for it. Mm-hmm. So it's a strong possibility. And I guess if somebody really wants, that's interesting. But
so is this gonna be on his? So I know Glenn is real big about these interchangeable or
He's
super multifunctional control panels.
That's
It's
what
just-
that's his gimmick on there. That you're gonna be able to swap panels and get whatever you want. So you can have a fucking fly yoke and a fucking Tron stick.
Man, it's like having skateboards all over the place, man. With Glen, man, you got like 15 damn boards for controllers for your damn arcade, bro.
So that is an option there, and he's been doing his PR spin going around. He was on, I think he was a topic on P Dubs. He was on Michael B. the Game Genius thing. He did an interview there.
Oh, he was over there with all his homeboys.
Yeah. So he's been doing the spin, and so there's people that want it. There's interest in the community.
Hey,
remember,
Roz,
there ain't been nobody there.
Pause. I got Roz. We've been over talking you. I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to answer this. Do you have an arcade, full size arcade at your house?
No.
Okay, hold up.
That's interesting. That's for old people like us.
Hold up.
Whoa! I like it.
Hold up. This is
It's not a priority.
It's a question. Glen Retro's coming out with a full size arcade machine. I'm pretty sure it's gonna look pretty good. I give Glen that much. He has a very good attention to detail. He just does. You got to give him that, right?
Yeah.
Now, if he comes out with this machine, but you have to go and fish for every ROM and set it up yourself, do you want it, or would you prefer it just to be set up by itself?
I would want it set up by myself. Right?
I wasn't asking you. See, that was a question dedicated to somebody in particular.
Okay, I'll shut up then. My bad. Damn.
So this machine that Glen's coming out with, I get to choose which ROMs I want.
What it looks like. No,
you not. So this is the deal. You're gonna get to choose kind of what it looks like, but would you prefer to come butt naked and you got to figure out everything that you put in it? Or would you rather it come with ROMs or like some kind of a choice, like you have a master list that you can turn like almost like a what we used to play like a MAME where you can turn games on or games off or something like that, where you had 1,000 games.
Ooh, I like that one. Second choice.
Would you pay for it? So if the one that was butt naked was $400 and the one that had 1,000 games was $500, which one would you choose?
$5,000. I mean $500.
I'm about to say 5,000. I got a couple of them for you now. You got some money. You got $5,000. I got some shit I can say you right now. You ain't got to go that way. You get all the games you want. Okay.
I'm saying so the $400 one would give me unlimited. I can pick whatever eventually, or the master list is the limit, 1,000 games, and that's it. I'm not
saying it's the limit, but I'm saying maybe that's what it comes with, right? It comes, and it's not gonna be like our arcade where it comes with 1,000 bullshit ass games that you don't never want to see anyway. But it's gonna probably come with something good. Okay. Let's see what it said. It said the Nova Blast will fuck that shit up. Has anybody else got their blast yet?
I don't think anybody did, but I think that they said that shipments are happening. So I heard some people are cleaning up some areas. We'll find out when, as soon as it comes out, it will hit.
I told you the rule. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm not buying it till it show up in somebody else's house first, bro. No, I'm not doing this shit again, bro.
1,000%. I wouldn't do it either. That's why I'm waiting. But
I want it. I'm not buying this shit till it show up at somebody's house. All these fictitious sightings that people done seen a Bigfoot in the arcade. I'm not doing this shit, bro.
So MGK.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're on the fence of it not having games in it.
Man, my thing is that real talk, man. Like, I know that it's crossing the line. But Glen and every one of us have always been into emulation. At the end of the day, we can talk all this crap we want to, but we've been talking about retro games. None of us know. It's very few of us. I have a few original, arcade machines. All of us have a few original arcade machines scattered amongst us. But if you got any kind of recreation, arcade 1-up or a at games or whatever you got, you've been dabbling in emulation. So if that's the case, why won't he just, if you know you're dealing in emulation, why not just come pre-done with all the emulation?
He can't do that. He can't do that because legally he'll get fucked.
I mean, but who's gonna fuck him? I mean, come on, man. Real talk, man. Like, people don't really. I mean, I'm not really, unless you Nintendo. I'm not seeing nobody really put out no lawsuits, bro.
Now that you have retro games making money off of their games now because they're selling their ROMs, like you have Marvel vs. Capcom collection coming out. Those ROMs, people once you start making money, people start caring. People start caring.
I get you, but I mean, you don't put the heavy hitters. I mean, you don't cross the rules. The rules is you don't step on the toes of the heavy hitters.
I think what he's thinking is that he's gonna foster a community, kind of like At Games did, where hey, I'm not telling you what to do, but if you go over there and get coin ops and get the sauce, I'm telling you, I'll let you know that our product is gonna work with that. I'll make sure that our product will work with that.
It sounds like what I said. Hold up. It sounds like the shit that I said about II Arcade when it very first came out and when nobody listened to me. I said, if II Arcade would just get off their high horse and release their software, and release their software so that you can put whatever you want on it, they would sell 100,000 units. I said that. And then they waited till they went bankrupt to allow people to jailbreak this shit and then put stuff on it. And then don't nobody care about it. It's still the best made game. It's still the best made 3/4 machine out there.
But that's what he's doing. He knows that, hey, I'm not taking the high ground here. I'm just not trying to get locked up or get my shit hey, it's gonna work.
Hey, Billy, hold up. So Billy, you said you're gonna build your own. I got a question. And this is real. And we say, Brad, I only have fan supply. Why? Why would you build your own, Billy? What are you going to do?
Because he can't do it.
But that's not what I'm saying. All of us can do it. I've been doing it since the beginning of time. What I'm saying is why?
Because for him, I think it's because, hey, if I'm building it and I got to put my own games on it, I might as well build it myself. There's got to be a convenience factor for us. Example, the convenience factor for coming out with the Nova Blast, I could put anything I want in that bitch, and I always wanted a candy cap. It's a different form factor.
I get you. The first thing I got a PC sitting right here waiting for it. The minute it comes in, I got a build that I've been tweaking.
You know what your boy got coming tomorrow?
What?
A Mister. I'm done. It's over. Y'all never gonna see me again.
Yeah, you gonna be all day coding it. That's why you gonna be. We will never see you again.
There's a script that I just gotta run to download all the main because that's all I really want. Because it's gonna be arcade perfect, and that's what I want.
Queen, your bro gonna be coding for the next month. We won't have a show. He'll be running reruns. Don't worry about it.
He's gonna be coding.
Yeah, he get that mister. He's gonna be coding for the next. Because I'm telling you, put one character out of place in that code, bro. And
Bill said, look, they said I couldn't build Star Wars pod at a reasonable price, but I did.
I never said you couldn't.
No, he said in general, and he said, look, CNC on that in half an hour. My quality, my design, my heart.
I got you. And you know what? So Billy, you remind me a lot of.
I am.
You know who he reminds me of? Right here. Damn, I'm sitting here. I talk to him all the time. Well, I haven't talked to him lately. What's his name? No, right here in Atlanta. Who's got my damn Popeye?
Stringer.
So Stringer can build anything, bro. He can build anything. He can restore anything, build anything. And I've even heard him say it sometimes. He's like, "Why?" My biggest thing, if I was doing something right now and I wanted another cabinet, I probably would get what's that retro mania cabinet or whatever that looks really good. I would take my Ugly Betty and gut it and put everything that's inside the Ugly Betty into a really pretty cabinet, and it would be done. Why not? The cabinet is just a shell.
Yeah, this is true. But then the beautiful thing about ad games is that they always building something for it so you can upgrade it, and you're going to be missing out on all of that because it won't fit in your new shell.
I got everything. I got everything. I got the guns. I got the marquee. I got the.
No, I understand what you're saying. Okay, so with that being said, because this happened, remember we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but there's also another company that's stepping into the fray, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so let me share that, because if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right.
Let's see.
Do it right.
Let's see.
Raise it bit by bit. Okay. Raise it bit by bit. Okay.
First of all, that's badass. That's what you call marketing, right? And so Media One Up is coming in the building, and the thing is that we don't really know what it is, right? But you do know the person behind the product, right? You do know the person behind the product, and this is why I'm excited about the product.
So, who is John D? For those of you that are wondering, he's a prominent figure in the gaming industry, having worked at major companies like Sega, Sony, and Capcom. He started his career in 1996 working for Sega's Q&A department before transferring to marketing, where he helped promote over 120 game titles, including iconic franchises like Resident Evil, Mega Man, Street Fighter, and Devil May Cry. At Capcom, he played a significant role in digital game marketing and exports. He also helped build Tastemakers Arcade 1-Up with Scott Bacharach, using his licensing expertise to re-release games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in arcade cabinet form. And most recently, unveiling his new company, Media One Up. His innovative approach demonstrates his passion for blending gaming with media.
So that's just a taste of, like, I think what's to come, right? You know, he's telling you about who he is. And so if you're backing that company, you're basically backing him. And one thing, MGK, that we've put on there is that he's the licensing king. What do you say to that?
Yep.
Nah, you got to speak, bro. What the fuck you talking?
Hey man, I'm reading the comments, man. Hey man, I love this community. Hey, for all y'all, hey look, man, hold up, big shout out to Billy Wright, console fanboy, Buckwheat, everybody who's out there. Earlier we had some other people, man. Hey, look, man, just big shout out to y'all. Who's this Ash Queen? Oh yeah, everybody who stepped into the scene, man. Adam, man, great. No, thank you, Garage Gamer. It's MSU Rich, man. Thank you all for showing up, man. I gotta say it because they've been keeping us alive. Now, John D, I think John D's the truth. And looking at when he got with Capcom in 1996 means that he's older than me. So I can honestly say that's a cool thing.
He's not a young dude, but with the age and experience, that comes a lot of relationships, and that's why he's able to get the IPs that he got.
I just want to know what he's gonna do with them. What differently is John gonna do with the IPs that we haven't seen? The only thing I can really think of John doing is, and let me throw it. I'm gonna throw a curveball out here. I haven't spoke to John D. You have. He's been out here. Everybody's done the arcade machines. Now you got Glen trying to do a cab. You got all those people. Only thing I can really think about John doing is coming out with a really, really hot cab that will allow you to buy a subscription or pay a monthly fee or put something on or do some licensing and it has a backed up, has a really nice system where you can play against people, and it allows you to have a scoring system, but you will be able to get whatever it is you want. Something very similar to Fightcade or something like that, but in a very official form and very true and very realistic. That's the only thing. I can't think of anything else that would actually make me or a lot of people in the community commit to actually putting more money on it. His name alone isn't going to do it, but it's got to be something worth doing.
MGK, for someone who doesn't know too much, just the idea of him working at all three of those different platforms, he's got to be able to bring something. Taking that experience and putting it all together is going to be amazing. You got to give him credit for that.
I got to jump on what she said, because the one thing that I will give to John D, and this is the thing that we lost about the community, is that he actually listened to the community. A lot of things that came that we enjoyed, like whether it was online gaming, whether it was coming out with Mortal Kombat and the skin that it came out in, whether it was getting Big Blue, all those things that we praise was behind this man, and you've seen how that disappeared when he left.
Yeah, it was nothing else. But that's what I'm saying. You got your Big Blues, right? You got your Marvel versus Capcoms. You even got your Blitz. You got all of the stuff that you really wanted. You got the stuff that you wanted. I mean, we even talked about those really, really marquee games like Tron and Burger Time and all that stuff that really mimicked and played a lot like the originals, minus some whack ass controls
But why was some of those decisions made? Those decisions were made because those were caught in corners, and that was the big company.
They were cost effective. My thing is that, are you willing, because John D's name behind it, to start over?
This is what I would say to you. I know that a lot of decisions that were made that were against the community.
Was that on purpose? What was that?
What?
Are you trying? This is not the OnlyFans. You better stop that shit.
I'm not the shit.
Unless we start getting super chats in.
I'm just saying, what was that? That was like that.
We get some super chats, you know.
Were we even talking about games anymore? What the hell happened?
So let's see. He said, Billy Rice said, I talked about John D like a dog. Then he left, and then we were looking at the dog at daytime with a flashlight. This is true. When shit went bad, everybody talked about him like a badass. Remember when he was gone for those months, and everybody's like, "Yo, the scene's whack, this and that, blah blah blah. We're not getting the games we want." He came back, and we got the things that we wanted. He was working hard in the backseat. But what I would say to you, MGK, you're right. If he doesn't bring something new to the game, the media will be dead in the water. But I think he's smart enough to know that he has to come with something, some sauce, because at the end of the day, we already got some of the things that we want. We got the Blitz, whether it's the Blitz that we wanted, we got it. We got Mortal Kombat, we got Big Blue, we got Marvel versus Capcom. What else can he bring?
Hold on, you got a almost period correct what's called like Joust. Like, remember this? They even came out. They came out with official
Defendercade.
Defendercade. You know, they got a lot of the smaller cabinets were the bar end cabinets, the same size as the 3/4 that they made in real life. They look like a lot of the smaller ones that they made. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, you got a lot of that crazy stuff that you like. That was very nichey.
Bill Wright brings this up, and I want you to talk about this. Tekken and Soul Calibur, if it's the right price. The thing about that and why it's very unique, MGK, he has a specific fucking relationship. I was there in fucking Fighters Evo. He was in the suites with the people over there at Bandai. He has those relationships. If anybody could get it, it's him. And so he knows. He has the pulse of the community. That's one thing that I have to give to him. And for example, during the weekend, I don't know if you were aware, him and Glen had a little beefing on people's screens.
I saw that. That's what I was talking about. I was like, yo, I saw that back and forth thing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, like, where are we really going with this? Like, are we really still on this?
Doobie over here shooting his shot. And while he shoots his shot, let's go ahead and bring. This is one of the things that while this happened, he pulled out this video. He put out this video.
Hello, home arcade community, and hello, retro gaming fans. My name is John Diamonin, and I'm the CEO of Media One Up. Now, a lot of people don't know exactly what that is, and I'll give you a little bit of insight, but not everything. So, Media One Up, we're a company that focuses on retro gaming, home arcades, and helping other companies out in this category. The name One Up, well, it's a common term, of course, in the gaming industry. It means an extra life. It means a new chance. And this is my new chance, to make a mark. My stepdad died, well, my real dad, if you want to say that, he died a few weeks ago. And he really encouraged me to do this. And this company is in tribute to him. M1 Up is the nickname. Mark One Up, or Mark Your New Life. And when I talked to him about this new venture, which he encouraged me to do, he says, you really need to make the peace. You really need to be united, to help the community to unite. You can't have drama. It's not going to be the best way to go about it. So I know there's a long history of me and GRS, and that's unfortunate, and I saw his video a few hours ago, and I agree with the same things he agrees with. We need to have peace and unity. All this is just gaming. We should all have fun. That video was created about a year and a half ago. So I hope, and the reason why he re-uploaded it is because he really wants to move on from this. I do as well. But I think in order to move on, I think to truly move on, you need to have a discussion. There's a lot of things that I couldn't say to you, Glenn, because I was at a different company. But now that I'm not, if you're willing to have a conversation for the sake of the community, sake for our sanities, I'm super open to it. I can give you a lot of context about some of the reasons that, we had issues. But again, if you're not ready for that and you just want to move on, I'm fine with that. I want the home arcade community to thrive, and I want to do things the right way. And happy Sunday to everyone. I hope Niners win. I hope your teams lose.
Fuck the Niners, they lost.
Anyways, thank you so much.
So I commend him for being a true person that, he tried to bury the hatchet. And Glenn also did as well, reposting a thing that he did a year and a half ago. But his sentiment was like, yeah, let's move forward. So hopefully that does happen. But Underground One Upset, he doesn't truly think that will be, because they're trying to make money and nobody's going to be cool with number two. I think there's kind of different markets there. Like, one's trying to build a one product that you're just going to buy one time and you'll buy some accessories. And John D, it sounds like he has a thing in a couple of things, whether he wants to give you a product, whether he wants to give you a service. So it sounds like they're going to be in different realms.
Because the name tricks me up. Like the name Media One Up. It sounds like information.
It's all encompassing, because remember at the end he mentioned being able to help other companies that do the same thing. So he will be an enterprise for them.
I think he's gonna. I think hardware is involved in this, and it sounds like he might be servicing, whether it's dealing people to do licensing. Maybe he could be a consultant. Maybe he can put the people in the right connections. Like, hey, I got a connection with Capcom. If you want it, just let me put my badge,
my John D on it.
Put my badge on it. Say brought to you by Media One Up, and this is a John D joint. It could be a big thing. I think there's a lot.
Put my John D on it.
You're a pervert. you and your dad jokes. But no, seriously, I think it's a good thing. Now, with that being said, there was a little poll that went up.
Pause before you go for it. I know where you're going. I want you to get it out. Gotta ask you a question.
That's like the accreditation medal. That
While you do it, let's go ahead and pull this up while you do it.
I got a question. So, where are you sitting at with Glen right now?
I'm happy that there's people that are going to be happy about it. Listen, regardless of where I stand with the old man, I don't really care about it. But I'm happy that the community is happy about it. I see that there's a new energy that hasn't been in the home arcade for a minute.
So no, the reason why I'm asking you, because let's keep it 100, dude. You are a very big. You ain't say very big, but a lot of people listen to what you got to say. Yeah. I'm nobody, Roz. You know, you're a very beautiful lady. If you say go drink some bath water right now, they'll probably go do it, right?
No, wait a minute. We can sell that. We can sell bath $5 a pop. Listen, guys, Doobie, I saw you there. Yeah. Buck, I see you.
Yeah.
And I know Council Fanboy is a buyer. Listen, $5 a pop. You get a little bath water. We sending it out to you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do it on video so you can know the authenticity of it.
Hey man, you got shots. You know what I'm saying?
And let's see if we can sell some of that. It'll go to the channel. It'll be a good thing. It'll be a good thing.
But I'm just saying. So like, are you saying you're happy that him and John? Are you saying like, because the reason why I'm asking you is, and I'm not really trying to put you on the spot, bro. No. Understand this, man. You know I got love for you. The reason why I'm asking you this is because your sentiment to the way you feel about stuff is very real. Because the community about certain people in the community is very one side of the railroad track or other, right? Yeah. They're either with you or they're not with you. And I just wanted to know, I mean, because now you're talking about Glen being able to offer something and John being able to offer something different. Would it allow you, as somebody who hasn't cared for Glen in quite a long time, to break peace with it and deal with it and move on?
This is what I say to that, bro. This is what I say to that, and I'm being 100%. I am on a new thing on life. I've extended a bunch of olive branches, so I am all for them trying to do it, whether it's fake or not. It's for the sake of the community.
Thank you, Buckwheat.
And I want that to happen. I want for the community to heal and move forward. Hey, you don't have to necessarily love the guy, but if he's giving you a product that you like, I say get it. That product is not for me because I already have something that fulfills that need. But I could say this: what he puts out a quality product.
What the hell was that popped up?
It was a message. It was a message that you can't see. All right,
message.
Don't be looking.
Oh, okay. You see your boy Dane, man. What's up, Dane? We say not gonna happen, huh?
Hey, I want it to happen.
Roz,
it won't be because of me. I'm not standing in between it.
So I keep asking you these questions, Roz. But so look, you are really what all of these people are gaming for. You got to understand, you don't have these cabinets. You don't have it. So anything that you get right will be a dive into this community, right? So what will push you to say, hey, you know what, man? I know I got this bill. I can save a little extra money and I'm going to buy this cab. What do you need from it to make it work for you? Whether it's something that Glen is doing or whether it's something that John is pushing, what makes you want to get it? What would make you want to get it?
Well, I've got an insight into John, but I don't have an insight into Glen. Glen, from what I understood from you earlier, is that he's creating his own. I don't know if it's for the first time or not.
Well, he's done it on a smaller scale, like a little collector case, like something this big. Well, he said he's doing it for a big one.
No, don't say that, bro, because he's made decks for everybody. He's made
decks, but he's giving you a whole full size product.
But he's giving you and he's giving you front ends, bro. He has a front end. He's giving you decks. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that. I'm not going to tell you that.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. But he's been in it so long. So you got to remember, back when we were doing our first mods years ago, when we had to have track balls, we had to have all that stuff that we had that when you wanted to add a track ball to a custom arcade or anything, or if you was buying it off the shelf, not even arcade one up. If you was going to like Retro Game Warehouse, whatever, and buying you a cabinet.
Or Micro Center. He's in Micro Center too.
Yeah, like so all his hardware is in there. Like so, a lot he develops hardware.
And,
like
like you said it. You bought his stuff. It's high quality. I can't knock it.
Stuff.
I can't knock it. So real quick, since we're on this topic, and I have this on the screen, Michael B, the Game Genie, said, "Who do you think has the best chance of competing with Arcade 1-Up in the large scale home arcade recreation category? We got New Wave Toy, Media 1-Up, Basic Fun, Unico, or someone else. Someone else would probably be Glen. So they give 20% there. They're giving New Wave Toys 23%. But Basic Fun, nobody really knows about them. 4%. I'm surprised that Unico is only getting 8%, even though they're already in the scene with the with their multi-cade, and they're coming with the Uniblast.
Dude, they shit don't be out there, bro. They don't do enough.
But for them to say media at 45%, that's a big number.
And they don't have nothing. So I mean, it just shows you who was making these votes. I'm just saying, you got 300
loyalty from the
That's what I'm saying. That's just it's people saying, if John put it out, I'm willing to see what it is.
That's big because you're talking about not it's an idea. At this point, it's an idea, and just because his name's associated with it, they're thinking that it's going to be successful.
His reputation precedes itself. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And Damon hit it on the head right here. He said, Unico is trash, bro. They take a long time to make one item. I'm not going to say they're trash, but they do take a fucking long time. And you're really talking about dependability at this point.
Yeah, because I don't want to, man, like I said, I've been waiting on this thing because we done had so many orders that we done turned down about getting our candy caps. But when we knew they were, like, people were getting some of the stuff and we wasn't sure about how it was going to be, and it was way overpriced. You know what I'm saying? You remember that we was trying to put these orders in, and then Unico came out with this. I mean, over a year ago, and everybody's like, "Yo, I stopped looking for a candy cap."
I like the example here. Councilman Boy said, if Steve Jobs says he's working on a new iPhone, we don't need to see it. The phone, we want it. You associate it with Steve Jobs.
What I was going to say is Treyarch, Call of Duty. Everyone knows it's coming out every year. Everyone knows what to expect, just like Apple. Everybody knows. So
but check this out though. Check it out. Mm-hmm. I like John. I'm not knocking him at all. John has never produced a product.
Well, exactly. This is exciting. Again,
I'm going to have to beg to differ on that because he didn't necessarily did it himself, but that brainchild right behind you, that was his brainchild. That Big Blue is his brainchild, from the game lineup to the design.
How can you not imagine how innovative he's going to be? Again,
I'm not saying that he's not going to be innovative. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I know how innovative he is, and I know how he thinks. I'm just saying, for a lot of people out there, like I've been out at Costco, and I've been watching all of those the golden teas, and I've been looking at the Miss Pac-Mans and all that stuff sitting at the stores. Right? You're gonna have they're sitting there. You're gonna have to come with something. You got to come with something. The industry has been in by his own hand. He's given us a lot of the best things that we've wanted, including the Big Blue. By his own hand, he's given it to us through somebody else. What I'm saying is, what is he going to do with his hands?
Well, the thing is, let's for example, right now, Arcade 1-Up is in turmoil. Let's call a spade a spade. They're in turmoil. And the last OG they got, right? Mm-hmm. has just jumped ship.
Oh gosh.
David McIntosh, aka DMac, just said he's leaving the company on his own terms. Was not fired, on his own terms. Is leaving the company. He was the last one that basically still believed in the community.
It took too long.
And
David believed in the community. He didn't believe in the company.
And why? What's happening at the community that he's jumping ship? I can tell you that from the outsider looking in, they're pushing a lot of that TikTok shit. They're pushing a lot of things that the community didn't really want, like the Slim Shady cabinet. Like you're telling me that the people wanted the slim version of
nobody wanted
NBA
that.
Jam.
That was a leftover cab, bro. Everybody knows that.
That's a reskin. You think that's a reskin cab, right?
It's a reskin.
So I think a lot of this is happening, and I think he's not liking it. And I think he said, "Let me jump before this boat sinks."
So let me put you in the let's get out of games, go in the corporate world.
Just to let you know,
I'm listening.
He was with OneUp before, like the very start. He was with this company called Chisholm, and Chisholm basically went with at games, and that's when you saw him do his first video, an interview with Retro Ralph talking about the Legends Ultimate before it really popped off.
Yeah.
He went over there, and basically headhunters took him from at games and brought him back to OneUp, and the rest is history. He was a young director of PR, and he's gone. He's gone. And what else is left? Now, John D hinted at possibly bringing him over. He said, do you think that DMac should work with John D over there at OneUp? If he does that, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You know what the best scenario?
Wait. Think about his opportunities there. It's a brand new company. He can come in and just become CEO. Not just, there's so many opportunities there. And he can have like full executive decisions when it comes to building what he wants to build.
John D was his mentor over there at Arcade OneUp. He was a young kid.
I think this is the perfect time for him to move over there.
I got one for you that you might not even thought about. Why don't they just sell Arcade OneUp to John D?
I don't think John D can buy it. Let's be honest.
No, because think about it. Remember, Arcade OneUp is a offshoot of another company. You still have Tastemakers as a whole nother company that is still Tastemakers. They're just a umbrella over Arcade OneUp. If they're not selling product, right, and they're sitting on inventory, they can sell. When talking about selling names and licensing, they could sell it.
But what I'm trying to tell you is, why would John D buy Arcade OneUp? Because on paper it may look good, but he knows the ins and outs of the company. And if he jumps ship, they're not in good standings. They probably owe money to companies, or they're probably trying to cash out.
Welcome to die. I totally agree.
And this was the time for him to come in and swoop up and take over, because he knew that they were.
You see what Welcome to Die said? I said the same thing. I said because he left around the same time that Michael then was going through the same crap.
Now that would have made more sense.
And John was going through it. He should. He could have bought it.
That would have made more sense.
The hardware was good. The relationships was already there. And the software was already powerful enough to run a lot of the stuff that he needed to run on it. He could have just started pouring it out there.
I could tell you this, that John D, he probably could have done all those things, but he already built the relationships. All he has to do right now, just like he's doing with us, saying, "Hey, I got a product. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but my name's associated with it." And everybody's like, okay. He probably could do the same thing with Capcom. Hey, Capcom, I don't have a product yet, but you have me. Would you willing to buy 300 cabinets if I said I was going to sell 3,000 cabinets, if I told you that I'm behind it, and I think he would get people to bite on that.
Well, Adobe, yes, they will. It all depends on the community. So check this out. So the servers can stay up. With most of these servers being non-physical, they're semi-physical now. You got a lot of cloud-based servers.
They're supposed to be peer-to-peer, right?
Well, so they're peer-to-peer, but that's where your land base comes in, right? When you're talking about your speed and you're calculating stuff like that. The rest of it is in the cloud, right? So when you're talking about it's half and half. So I mean, if the community, so if you gave a $5 subscription and you had a couple thousand people pay that $5 subscription, the servers will stay up. You just got to have somebody to maintain them. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like I said, at this point, John D hints at taking him over. I think it would be a good move for him. Does that happen ultimately? We don't know. But I'll tell you this. I have more faith. This is the sad part. The product is not out. We don't even know what it is, whether it's a service, whether it's hardware. But I have more faith, especially that DMac has left, the last OG. All we have is fake ass Cyrus over there, Arcade 1UP, who probably has never played a fucking Arcade 1UP cabinet in his life. He's not genuine, and that's why people don't like him. He's not genuine. DMac, for what it's worth, he may not know those arcade cabinets, but he was genuine about his things. He told you, hey, we fucked up XYZ, but it is what it is. I have more faith in Media 1UP because I know John D is not going to put his name on a piece of shit. Now, what happens from it? Hey, I could be 1,000% wrong on this, but I just have faith in that, and I think he's going to leverage the relationships that he has.
I truly believe you. I have 100% faith that John D won't put out a whack product or a whack service. I think that whatever he puts out, he's gonna take the time to make sure that it's complete. That it's gonna be completely mind blowing. It's gonna be something great. It's gonna work. But when he puts it out, I think that he saw enough. He had to answer enough of these questions about why lobbies didn't work and why the control.
Can I tell you something, MGK?
I think you like Glen.
This is for you guys, for you two guys. Mm-hmm. I think that iArcade, right, had a great concept. They had great hardware, they had quality things, but they didn't have the relationships, right?
Yeah, they just didn't have the IP.
Do you think? I think it's going to be iArcade with the relationships because John D is there, and if that's the formula, would you buy it?
Yes.
I mean, wouldn't you want to walk into a door that's already open instead of having to open it?
Yeah. And he's already in there. He's in the room. He's in the room that everybody's trying to get into.
Basically.
He just got to produce a good product.
I mean, at this point, he could just, once again, he could still go back. Nobody have to say that he's buying them. A lot of these makers, like the companies that were making the arcades and stuff like that, they're out there. The hardware's still out there. And as a matter of fact, some of these one board processors, these one board computers have got even better.
That's why I love you, Tecmo. Tecmo.
Yeah.
Bo knows Tecmo.
Yeah, crazy. Bo, what's happening? But yeah, I don't think that he has to recreate the wheel. Like you said, that a lot of those relationships that they had, especially the ones he made at Arcade 1UP, were not just with licensors. They were also with manufacturers, because we also know that it wasn't a single one company that produced those cabinets. There were multiple companies in China and multiple companies that produced cabinets for Arcade 1UP. So I'm assuming that he made a lot of those contacts also.
Oh, he was. I could tell you this, and he's no longer with the company, so I can tell you, when there were issues with getting Blitz running properly, He was dealing with the people over there in China to get those programmers to work it out. So he has those connections there, dealing with them, talking to them, getting things to run properly. He was trying to get us the ability to run Blitz on streams, like
working the outplug. I remember that. So I got one for you. What if the whole thing with him, with Glen putting the video out, and John going online saying he hopes that they could make up, is all a ruse, and him and Glen are working on an awesome ass fucking bill right now.
Imagine. Well, he said he's about service. So what if his service could go into Glen's multicade? It's a possibility. I mean, I do believe in hell freezing over before that happening, but it is a possibility. It's a possibility. It's always a possibility. Listen, money can make a lot of things be forgiving.
Well, Console, that's what I said. What you just said about him doing that, that's what I said before. Say I made a video about that. Great segue.
Why not be able to be on more than one platform and reach wider audiences?
Listen, I will play your shit, but you gotta stop. This is not a commercial. Okay? One Up Underground says Tekken, Virtual Fighter, and Street Fighter Alpha 3 for the fighters, and at Area 51, House of the Dead, Virtual Cop for shooters. Listen, he has, I know for a fact he has Sega contact, so that Virtual Cop, Area 51, that's a thing. You know he worked with Capcom, Virtual Fighter, that's a thing. Tekken, all those he has personal relationships with. So if anybody can bring those to the community, it's him.
You know what I told you about the shooters. I'm not even gonna get in depth about that, man. I just don't. I don't think it's a smart move. I really don't think. I think it's a business sense. I just don't think it's a smart move.
So before this guy has a heart attack or aneurysm, I'm gonna play this fucking thing because it actually makes sense for our show, and he is pushing this forgiveness, this you know, to get back together. So it's gay, but it's also cute. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. So there you go. Subscribe to this guy before he has a heart attack. See that. But I think that if there's money to make, it will happen. Welcome to Die said Media One Up is probably aiming to be the Microsoft of the space. Get Media One Up for your favorite cabinet and your choice of ad games, One Up, etc. That's a good way to, hey, listen, I could see that being a thing because he mentioned services. He mentioned other companies. So that could be a way to do it.
Doobie said.
Don't play that again, fam. I got you, bro. I had to because this guy was going to have a heart attack. And if he dies on my watch, I will feel guilty. So we had to play it. We had to play it. Okay.
Hey, Console, man, you my boy, man.
He said, put that damn USB in your cabinet PCB and you're good to go. Maybe this, because I know that one of his ideas was, what if he gives you a cabinet that you could download your own games and build a library, right? And MGK's always been talking about that. So has Welcome to Die. That's something that the community really wants. That's what iArcade basically was, except they didn't have the right licenses.
I say this 100 times. If you get the licensing, you build a dope ass cab, right? And you get the licenses and you make it where I don't have to do shit but pay the $5 for the game or $10 for the game, I'll buy the games, bro. I will. Now I'm not gonna go out there. I'm just gonna keep 100. I'm not gonna buy the cabinet then spend another $35-$40 for Marvel versus Capcom. I'm not gonna do it. It's just not. I mean, some people will. I'm not. Now, if you tell me it's $15, maybe, after I done bought the cab, and most games come in around the $5 mark, I think that you will let's do what I'm about to say. Hold on.
I'm listening.
I think what you'll get is a mass over product, right? So you'll be able to sell way more copies to make the money than selling a few copies making the same money. And I think that you'll have more people in the ecosystem. If he can make a cabinet that's reasonable, put the licensing out there and have people be able to buy it at a reasonable price that people want to play and the servers are strong, I think that the ecosystem will grow to the point where you'll be able to support it, and it'll be something that could be viable in almost every household. Where if you put the cabinet out there super expensive, you got to pay another $50-$60 for the game, you might as well buy a console.
Well, I don't think it's going to be like that, but I see where you're coming from. Imagine MGK, like there's certain games that we want that we're just not going to get because there's not enough games to put on that cabinet. For example, Welcome to Die would love this, and I know I want it. Spider-Man's and Friends, like that arcade cabinet. People want that game, but is there enough games on?
What's
there?
up, Travis?
You can have it. You can have that cabinet. I mean, that game per se. You can have those odds games. You can have a Robotron, if you will.
Yo, I didn't even notice that Golden Tee had what you call it on it. What was your boy's favorite game that he always talked about? Not Robotron, but Sinistar.
Sinistar's on it. That's one. That is only on that cabinet and the Mortal Kombat. What you call it? The pub table.
Yo, I told Beautiful
cocktail table.
Yeah, Beautiful and I was in the store and we was like, damn, this thing dropped like $100 or $150. We'll buy it just because it's got Sinistar on there. Because that'll be the cheapest way to get Sinistar on a cabinet.
Yeah, and you listen. I think for what it's worth, if maybe he's doing two things. Maybe he gives you the cabinets that look like the cabinets that you want, but also get you those games that you cannot get on like a independent cabinet because for whatever reason they don't have enough games to put on a particular cabinet and stuff like that. Maybe you could get the best of both worlds. And I think that's what the community wants. I know that's what MGK is hinting at. I know that's what Welcome to Die wants. I know there's people like Travis who has every cabinet already and he doesn't have enough space. Maybe he could get this one cabinet that could give him all these odds and ends.
Console, that was a great idea. Great idea.
As far as licensing is concerned, how easy is it going to be able? MGK wants Glen's machine and he wants to have so many access to so many games. Are these games like just free up in the air, or are these going to be games that people really want? Like UAG just mentioned Spider-Man and Friends. I mean, how easy is it to get this licensing?
It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to have those relationships, but it can be easy for the right person, right? And so that's what I think he could bridge that gap, if you will. There's companies like maybe Glen can't pull that off, but Glen has the hardware that can really push the limits to those games. And so if they work together, or if they don't work together, maybe he just sells a service and you could just plug it in and it doesn't matter. You could do it on your own or you could do it with thing. So, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, so what you trying to say? He trying to get like Amazon gaming or what was that gaming?
What if it's like Ant Gaming, like Ant Stream, right? Where you could, it's a streaming service, or if it's just a place where you can buy it and you physically own it, not physically, but you get a digital download of that game, and now you have it.
Steam.
Yeah, like a Steam for retro gaming.
KFB said there's so much more money to be made if they work together, but they haven't even officially squashed the beef yet. How can you want them to work together?
John D put that olive branch out, and so have Glenn. He didn't say his name per se, but he said, listen, I want us to move forward. It's a community XYZ. So I still think that a conversation needs to be made so they can move forward. But hopefully this is the start of it. and maybe your Dr. Phil, aka UAG, can facilitate that. We can get them on stream, or we can have a celebrity death match and they can box it out.
Hey man, that always works. Usually when you put people in the ring, man, they get so tired, man, they don't even care no more. They boys.
Listen, sometimes you had that partner that y'all had a beef and y'all like, listen, I had beef with people that I had in the community.
Damn, but
I fucking said, fuck it, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, man, because life is short.
Bro, I ain't hating, bro. Get yours, baby. Go, Buck.
Thank you.
So.
No risers, bro. No risers. Stop playing with us, man.
I think we've grown up. We should no
more
longer have baby risers.
My thing is, it shouldn't even be a baby arcade. It should be. I think the size of a Nintendo cab
is the perfect size.
Is the smallest you should ever go. That's why I like them so. That's why I like collecting them, because they're small enough to be just a little bit bigger than
that.
Quarters.
I think, bro, they made it right. The only company that has it right now is fucking Unico with the Nova Blast. I'm old. I need to sit down now to play these games. Let me sit my ass down at that candy cab, right? And that's it. Can we all agree that we need to move away from these? Listen, give me a seat, okay, and make it a full size. Like, let it be where it's two adults can actually play at the cabinet.
That part.
MGK, I need your input. Do we need real cabinets? Do we need to sit down? And do we need big seats? What do you want?
That's hard, bro. Because I want the candy cap, because I stand up and play for a little while. And then I find myself like wanting to go, I go take breaks, bro. I don't want to sit. I mean, if I got people at the house and we doing like a tournament, or I'm on my shooter and I'm playing, something, I'll play there for a while. And like even on my Donkey Kong, I sit in front of my Donkey Kong for about an hour, bro. But that's about as good as it's gonna get, man. After I play that shit for an hour, I don't want to play nothing else.
That's the beautiful thing about arcade cabinets, because it's really like a short stay. You're like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whenever you have time, 30 minutes tops. You
guys try squatting while you game, it might
What? Dude, I got old ass knees. I squat, I may not never get back up. I have to roll on the ground, so somebody come pick me up. I'll be in my basement. Because my big games aren't up here. They're downstairs in the basement. I gotta call somebody. I got my cell phone, like, somebody come rescue me. You know how embarrassing that is.
Listen, believe it or not, life alerts help.
Listen, Ross. I already MGK's next birthday. I'm going. Next birthday, I'm getting my. Listen, I'm gonna get him an ice out one, right? I'm gonna get it. It's gonna look nice. Nobody's gonna play you. It's gonna be iced out. You're gonna be like this, bro. Yes. Is that a life alert? Yeah, but it's iced out. It's nice. It's a custom made.
In my mind, I'm still 12, bro. I'm still like hanging out with my homies. In my mind, I'm still hanging out with my homies, and I'm 12 years old, man. Y'all hurt my feelings.
People be Dazzle Kings all day. Stop fronting. Listen, don't front.
Look, my man said, I got a DDR cab. Yeah, that's right. Knees. Listen,
ain't what they were.
Billy, right? If you break something, we're gonna know. You need to stop playing with that DDR cabinet.
Hey, right? Console, I appreciate that. I'm a tad bit older than 45, but I appreciate it.
Listen, he's doing fuzzy math. That's okay.
I appreciate it.
Don't crack. That's all that matters.
Listen, for you do look exquisite for your age.
If I hit that Yaki, you won't know how old I am no more, boy. I be pulling them, baby.
Yeah. Listen. We're not gonna talk about that.
Oh yeah. Never mind. That never happens.
Oh man. Now
I gotta sleep at night.
Listen. You better stop playing. I was told that I can't go to the mailbox with my fitted or my glasses. And don't go smiling. I can't even smile. This shit. I said, but yo, what if there's a neighbor? I'm trying to be nice to my the people in my community. Nah, nigga, don't smile. Have a shit face the whole time. So
hey Queen, you're the new host.
Hold on. Let me put you up here. I'll go down here.
No, you go up there. I'll stay down.
There we
go.
Center.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Hold up.
Nah, I feel weird there.
It feels weird.
It feels like we're in the Brady Bunch.
I remember that.
Yeah. So, listen. To sum it up, we're lucky because now we have newfound life in the community. It's been stale for a while.
Yeah. So I'm glad you said that. That's what I was thinking. But you was talking, and I was like, I interrupt my brother so much. Let me shut up and listen to what he got to say, right?
But now the floor is yours. So you talk.
So that really was my concern. My biggest question and concern. Oh, that's a pretty doggy.
Oh, I thought that was your boyfriend. I said, damn, that's a dog for real.
That's
a pretty bitch, though.
This is my boyfriend.
Oh. And it takes batteries too, so it makes sense.
No, but what I was thinking though, man, was that like real talk with the gaming community being so stale so long and people not really having anything to be. So think about it. A lot of the stuff we were campaigning for, we were waiting for, we was waiting in line for, we couldn't wait. We was like, we got a little sprinkle of stuff in between that you wanted to buy. But what you really thinking about it, you haven't had anything that you've been waiting on in so long. How do you really feel about waiting on something that because I feel like that's going to be the problem. That is because if the reason why Arcade want to make so much money is that you didn't mind paying for something you kind of didn't want as much, but you bought it just to get to the next thing, because they kept them coming, right? They kept them coming, and you bought them, and if you didn't like it, you would sell it, and you would get the next thing.
Right now, everybody's talking about the fucking Golden Tee and Midway because there's nothing. They're so hungry for something that they got hype for that,
but they're not buying it.
No, it's done. It's done well. It's sold out in a lot of the Costco's, and they're re-upping their order. They're talking about getting other IPs. That's how good they did in Costco's, because people don't. When you're hungry, it's like, for example, me. I don't know how you feel, but if I ain't eat all day, that Ritz cracker tastes like a steak.
Yeah. We've been on it for 100 hour and 40 minutes. I'm ready to go eat in a minute.
And whatever you eat is gonna taste like a fucking grade A steak.
But I'm gonna say this, man. Like I did look at like I told you, when I went to Costco and I saw the lineup on them, because you got to remember, I'd never looked at it. I just didn't care. I didn't care about the game enough to even care. But when I saw it in the Costco and I looked at the lineup, I was like, damn, I would actually buy that. So.
Of course, we know about them good times in the Mayberry kids.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
We don't die, we multiply. Come on now.
Anytime I talk to a chick that had like bad kids, that's the first thing. You be like, you got babies, kid? Test tube babies? Nah. Come on, bro. So that's happening. We're gonna end this with this. I don't know if anybody saw the state of play from PlayStation, but I think it got a lot of backlash because they didn't really have a lot of shit to really talk about. It's all about remakes or DLCs.
They're all PS4 games that they're bringing back over to the PS5 and getting them high resolution, bro.
They didn't allow them to transfer, remember? So,
no, what I'm saying, they're doing remakes. That's the problem.
That's what they've been doing for the last couple of years, though, since PlayStation's been out.
Sony is not a gaming company; it is a TV company. But whatever.
Yo, don't be disrespectful now.
I'm sorry.
Hey, oh damn, you said that too? I thought I said that a long time ago.
Wait, listen. They got Spider-Man. They got Spider-Man 2. They coming out with Venom.
Once again, hold on. Once again, aren't those great TV shows and great movies?
Sir, you're not gonna disrespect. Spider-Man was a fucking awesome game. And Astro Bot is probably gonna be game of the year.
Great movies, great TV shows.
You're a hater, bro. You telling me that Spider-Man ain't the shit?
I never said that. Did I say that? Did I say that? Hold up. I bought this bitch right here just for Spider-Man and God of War. That's it. Spider-Man and God of War is the only reason why this motherfucker's in my house. So don't
they don't have a lot of first-party games. I will admit to that. But now the PS5 Pro, yes, that is a waste of time because they really haven't brought anything for the PlayStation. I mean, the PS5 in itself, let alone a Pro version. But that's what I'm saying. Welcome to that. I bought this controller because it plays well on the PC on their games. The PC version shows better. It has better resolution. They have a lot of ground to make up.
I can play it in 240 hertz at like. I mean,
do you not think that PC gaming is kind of like cheating against the consoles because it's just so super fast?
Hey, who gives a fuck? Y'all got consoles because y'all lazy and y'all don't want to make your own PC stuff. So that's you. Listen.
Hey, bro, my thing
is there's a master race out there.
If your pocket is short, just say it's short. It's fine. It's cool.
Hold on. You know what I do miss from PlayStation? What I do miss from PlayStation is actually the PSP. I actually miss that. That was like one of the hottest handheld. Did he just walk away? One of the hottest.
He probably has one. He's probably going to show you one.
Oh, I would love it.
Listen,
it's one of the hottest handheld.
That was ahead of his time. That was OLED before OLED was out.
It was awesome.
There you go. Doobie's right. He said $700 for a slightly better performance. I'd rather buy a gaming PC, and that's the way. The only thing that they have is the exclusive games, and now that's no longer being exclusive. You just got to wait a couple of years, and you'll get Spider-Man, and you'll get Ghost of Tsushima, and all these other games.
The hack PSP is the way to go. Go ahead and get your PSP and get you hundreds of games on the go that you love.
You have to wait for a while. I mean, it's hard to get one now because everybody wants one though. His time exclusive. Like, if you wait for a couple of years, you can get it. That's the differences now. This is MGK.
Yeah.
I didn't get a PlayStation Pro 4, and I am not getting a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Good job.
Hey man.
I'll wait for the next
That sounds like the same thing you said when you didn't buy your arcade 3 times.
No. I bought it twice.
3 times.
No, I bought it twice, and I was a sucker. No.
You bought it 3 times.
No, I didn't.
3 times. You bought it 3 times, bro.
I bought it.
You bought it 3 times. Say
your math is wrong, bro.
I bought it 3 times.
I bought it twice.
You bought it 3 times. You bought it 3 times, and you got suckered 3 times. 3 times.
He lying. Chad. He lying. I bought it twice.
He
had it the first time. So what happened was
he bought it 3 times. He bought the same.
No.
Hold up. He bought a brand new every time. Brand new. He didn't go buy a used version. He didn't go buy the pro version. He bought the same version 3 times reskinned.
So, first of all, console fanboy, fuck you, because you're the renter center. You done bought everything like 15 times. He said he bought it 4 times. Thank you. Listen, I bought it twice, and that second time I felt even dumber. I can admit that I was dumb for buying it. Okay.
See, what happened was
He lying on me. He lying on me.
Man, you talking to somebody who know, bro. You can keep capping all you want to. You bought it 3 times, bro.
Nah. He said I kept it running. Damn, bro. Damn. Godly's in here getting on me too. Damn.
He was a savior.
First of all,
Cap is Savercade.
Now, I had to interject because College Bad Boy bought Big Blue like 5 times.
Yes,
and he bought Mortal Kombat like 6 times.
Yo, he destroyed more than he ever bought.
he bought like 6 of them bitches, and iArcade he did it 4 times, and one time I think he just bought the base just to make jokes on it.
Oh, yo, you remember when he threw that base in the trash and everybody went crazy? Like, you SOB.
No,
How you gonna do that?
They was about to burn his house down. If they knew his address, they would have been over.
I was like, dude, he coming after him, man, about a base. He didn't even throw the full machine in the trash. It was just a extra base.
But remember the time that he bought it and then canceled it, and just for the canceling, he didn't even get it yet. They was about to burn his whole family was about to be killed. They were sending them death threats. If it wasn't for UAG, I wouldn't have bought mine's Black Friday 300. Okay, so yes, I did do that. I did get a lot of people to buy it. MGK is one of them, and I regret it every time. You don't understand. At night, I used to cry myself to sleep because I felt like I did the community a disservice by selling these people a bill of goods, saying that the iArcade was good, and it was a piece of shit.
I've never said it was a piece of shit.
Well, I did. I
never said it. It's still one of my favorite. It's still one of my favorite cabinets now. I got so many games on it, man. It's crazy, bro. It plays everything too.
He said, "Listen," Underground said he almost got me with the iArcade FOMO. My bag, bro. My bag.
Hey,
my bag.
Hey, Underground. I'm telling y'all. So I'm gonna go. No,
that is not. Do not put me with those Riris.
Do
not group me with those Riris. Hey, no.
You know who his homeboy used to be at when we was at Southern. You know your homeboy used to be. Don't play.
Wow, bro. Hey, I told him in his face. He said, "Bro, love you, but you're a Reaver for still sticking with them. Let it go."
Tell me y'all didn't used to hug it out.
Listen, I given out olive branches. I extended the branch for him to come back.
And understand, I ain't talking about on no chat. I'm talking in person.
In person, yes, we were boys. We were boys.
Mm.
The iArcade is what made it. What? If you got shitty games in your iArcade library, that's the user's error, sir. No. They sold me on fucking online game. Dude, I couldn't even play fucking, and this game is not powerful. I try to play, what's that game? MGK, the one with the frisbee. What's that game?
Oh, to my
Windjammers.
Yeah, Windjammers. Yeah.
I couldn't even get Windjammers to play online against people.
So, but you know what the crazy thing is? So it wasn't it wasn't the Windjammers game that was bad. It was their online servers that were horrible. Because the game was bad. The game is great. The game plays awesome.
But if you sold me a cabinet and said, "Hey, you'll be able to play with your friends," and I told my friends, I said, "Yo, guys, get this game. I want to play. It's gonna and we all got it because my dumbass recommended it, and I can't play it. Now who looks bad? Me.
I ain't gonna lie.
This is where you say, "I am the captain now," and you just
yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I did that with Barris though.
So I was tight because you sold me on the community. That was their biggest selling point, the community. Dude, I did an online thing for them. Happy hour. And I told you, hey, if they're giving this for you for free, get it. But if you got to pay for this service, don't pay for it because it's not up to snuff. And Ad Games messed up on that. Hopefully they get better. I want us to, for right now, the best online that we've had is Arcade 1UP so far, and this shit ain't that great either. Certain games were not good.
So since you got so many people to buy that on Black Friday, did they throw anything your way?
Oh yeah, he got free copies of it. That's why he ended up with 3 of them.
Sir, what you not gonna do is slander me.
You was shilling your ass off. It's okay. Hey, you just admitted. Hold on. You can't in 1 second say that you got everybody to buy it, then go back and say that you wasn't the biggest shiller for it.
Listen, but I wasn't getting anything. That was just me saying, I'm happy for this. I want this.
So you was hoeing for free.
I was a free hoe. And that's why God knew not to make me a woman, because I'd have been giving out that pussy.
He was hoeing for free.
Listen, God knows what he was doing. If I was a bitch, they'd be like, okay.
Welcome to that. True.
I gotta stop.
I don't know. Let's see.
Hey, hold up. Welcome. I said that about.
Hey, what are you doing? Sit your ass down. We're not getting no super chats until we get the super chats. Don't show the goods.
Ask for a spin.
Don't show the goods until we get that.
Let me know when you go do that next time so I can look away, please.
Oh yeah, we don't want any issues over there. You know, I know you are a happily married man.
That booty was brought to you by Prime. Please, Prime, if you can get us some of this, if you can make a deal.
That's some good stuff.
Okay.
Prime, yeah.
So guys, we're almost hitting the 2-hour mark. MGK hasn't even eaten. Roz is over here trying to get us suspended on here because we don't even have the OnlyFans page up yet. Let's get that OnlyFans page up.
Hold on, you see, console what? Console, hey, you got to back up the video, baby.
You're gonna have to rewind that bitch. Guys, if you want to see Queen Roz on there, make sure you like the video, give a comment in the video because it goes a long way. Make sure that everybody here knows that, hey, we're doing God's work here, making sure that the gaming community gets what they want and they listen. I
have been asking for you to come back because I really want to give you.
He has personally asked.
I have asked. I love the fact that you actually. So look, we've had people on, and I'm not trying to just throw your sex into it. We've had females on the show before that really. They were so muted or so guarded in their comments and their conversation that it really wasn't fun sometimes. I like the fact that you can just be you, man. Like you can really you can throw it out there, man. It's cool. You always welcome for me, man. I'm good with it.
We're definitely gonna have her back now that she has good internet. She will be back on.
Console, okay. I'm trying to keep the show legit, Console. That's the only thing, man. Like if she do that too many more times, we are now a legitimate.
We're gonna be canceled.
What's that thing when you pay for it? We're a legitimate OnlyFans page again. If you do that too many times,
what I want to say is, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree with me. Gaming is a lifesaver. It is a love. It is a passion. I grew up with it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I have been through so many consoles from Neo Geo to Sega Genesis, Genesis, Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and so on and so forth. I stopped at PS3 with the PlayStation. I'm not gonna lie, but
we could bring you back. We want you back.
Sega Saturn. Oh, that was a good one. But yeah,
you need one of these. You need me to send you one?
I definitely need one of those. But yeah, even my even Game Boy. I appreciate it and I thank you for having me, and I'm glad to be a part of the community. It's definitely close to my heart.
The seat is always warm for you to come back.
Always.
All right. So with that being said, guys, appreciate y'all. Let's have MGK.
No. She's taking us out, baby. She's
taking us out. Okay. All right.
Yeah, she's taking us out. You know what to say?
No, but go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
All right, so you could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with us, and we love you for it. Thank you so much. We truly do appreciate it. We know that you guys are part of the community. We talk to you, you talk to us. It's a real community. We're not just here to talk over you. We're here to listen to what you got to say. We love you. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Peace, love, and grease, and all that jazz. Peace out, motherfuckers.